Welcome back to another Counter-Strike 2 coaching video. Today, I'm going to be working with an extremely talented Counter-Strike 2 player that has a great mentality when it comes to the game, a lot of self-responsibility and accountability when it comes to making mistakes, fixing things. We can learn so much from the mindset that he has. Today, I'm going to help him understand what he needs to do inside of the game as far as mechanics, fundamentals, positioning, and a lot of good stuff. You guys are going to learn a lot from this video. If you want to support me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're looking for your own coaching, I do offer that down in the description of this video. Please fill out that form. I love to work with you. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. I'd say right here, by the way, like, sure, this is actually like good. Like you're being active, you're doing your thing. You get this kill, but you've got to identify here, like, what's the danger in here, right? Like, obviously we're fighting this guy, but main, right? This is the worst place that you could possibly put yourself in this situation. So like, if you're going to go through and fight these guys, you know, you kind of got to commit to it. You get that kill, keep going further in here. If you want to tuck, you've got to make sure you're at least not exposed to main. So this is obviously something that's going to matter a lot. And if you can remind yourself in those moments, like, shoot, bro, I've got to make that decision and make sure I'm not exposed to all these different angles. It's going to help you out so much.
Try to like back off the temple or something along those
so
lines, or...
I say backing off of the temple once you're like this far and you're fighting these guys is not necessarily a good idea, because like, think about what could happen then. You're backing up then to get out here, and then they're still fighting you, and this guy might be like, oh shoot, this guy's running away, and they peek you, right? I don't think it's bad that you went to fight these guys. Once you make that decision, do that. Before that even happens, the safer thing would just to sit back here and fight, like, you know, these back plat angles and stuff and keeping your distance.
Should I be worried about like smoking that first round? Because I know most people just go fucking armor first round, you know what I mean? And
yeah, so one thing I am going to tell you that we'll see if you're doing it wrong, and it's actually like a pet peeve of all face at level 10s and people, is we actually should never be smoking B main off the rip, like, ever. Because and it's a big misconception that players think that this is good smoke, because think about what it's doing. We smoke that off.
Just giving them main control.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they get to just like put it themselves in here. They get to be left side. You should be smoking it off of a reaction, and I'm gonna get into the server and show you the best way to do that. But like we'll get into that. But for sure, it's just like it's giving up an advantage there, because also when that smoke's up, they're like, okay, we get to just cross. But when it's not there, they're like, is an opper posted on us? You know, is there like some like weird boost going on that we have to walk into? And we really just like give them all of that info, I guess.
No, I'm spoiling it now. I definitely do it every round.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sporting you.
Yeah.
before you get there, I'm definitely not doing
yeah.
it.
Well, dude, the beautiful thing is, like, that's gonna be a huge macro thing we can fix. And the thing that's gonna suck though is everyone in your games are still gonna be smoking it, right? I'm gonna teach you how to abuse it as a T though. Do you ever queue with anyone, by the way?
Yeah, I queue with the yellow.
Dude, yeah, as a duo, I'm gonna show you, like, you bro, that smoke as a T, you are like licking your lips when you see that. Lots of good stuff we can show you. Yeah. 2v1 here. 2v1, play with our duo here. Yeah, this is where we gotta be tethered, and like, you guys should have this info. This sucks for him because, like, you know, he definitely should not be sprinting out here like this, and there's not much you can do. I'd say, like, all you can do in this situation is read his body language, and instead of coming out here to do whatever this is, you got to just go with him. Because now, like, we're just in a 1v1. Like I said, it's not your fault. It literally is his fault for running at the guy like that. But definitely a hard situation for us. I'll say one strength I'm identifying from you right now is you are very active. Like, dude, this is going to be something that if you can continue to be active across every map and stuff, you're going to completely make people fools like this. Yeah, dude. Yes, that's actually amazing work with that Mac 10 there. This is like a level 10 play, bro.
Yeah, I just didn't see him run up mid after he walked back. He was spraying and he shifted.
Yeah, dude. Look at how good this is for you. Oh my. That is amazing. I want you to always play with like Mac 10s and SMGs like that.
Yeah, I'm really a fan of the Mac 10
yep.
AP9. They're nice.
Yeah, so a strength for you, aggression, being active. I can probably assume too that might be a double-edged sword sometimes because we were doing too much maybe. Something to learn from our opponent there though, anytime you're in a 1v1 as a T, don't put yourself in this jail position. Dude, you are exposing yourself to a B main, E-box, temple, if they're coming out CT, like, that is genuinely the worst place you could put yourself.
It's like only good for CT and that's about it.
Yep. Or it can be good as a T if you have teammates alive and say like your teammates are in E box and your teammates are in B main. Then it's like, okay, good. You can, you know, just worry about these fights and it's fine, I guess, right? For sure. Yeah. Yep. And then look at what we're doing here because of that smoke. Because we don't know what's going on behind here, and it's not bad to like throw a nade behind the smoke, but like we're dumping all of our util, and of course we can see in the demo like yeah, it's doing nothing. And ultimately, like, if I ever see this, by the way, in a pug, I'm gonna teach you how to destroy this with a boost. But also, I'm just telling my boys, I'm like, yo, guys, like, chill, wait the round out because these guys on B are gonna have absolutely nothing. Let's hit B site with like 35 seconds left, because wherever they're playing is where they're gonna have to play because they don't have smokes, they don't have mollies to stop us. And think about what the point of a smoke, by the way. The point of a smoke is a wall, right? Like it's like a temporary wall to block off people.
Yeah.
So also be really careful when you use mollies behind smokes, because all you're doing, a molly is also a wall, but it's just like a damage wall. It's like that temporary wall. They can still see through it, but they can't cross. So essentially you're throwing two walls at them. So there is a time and place to molly behind a smoke, maybe. But in general, you're not maximizing each of those utility by doing that. You're really like hindering yourself with that. That's why like a smoke and a nade is a great combo, because you funnel them into one spot and then you nade behind it. Same thing with a molly and a nade. Great combo.
Yeah.
And here you're kind of just getting loose. It's a 5v2 like, and it's a pug. I don't care. All, by the way, too, like if you're aggressive, you're making these like mistakes or like all this stuff, like, because like, dude, this is pressure for the other team. When you're just like, bro, I'm better, I'm confident, like, heck yeah. Obviously, like if I was like, you're in a league environment or something, I'd be like, bro, like, you know, maybe don't just like spam once all this is off and stuff, because like they're gonna hear you. But we gotta play the mental game too. And you're telling them I'm better than you. Yeah, same thing here. Definitely something to change. Yep. Yeah, that's hilarious. One thing, like, so my team actually, and like I've talked about this before. The pro evolution is also when we win pistol round or whatever we lose, our first gun round, instead of just like blocking that, by the way, too, we're coming here and this is the util I would throw. I'd smoke B main for my teammates and I'm flashing over top for two riflers to peek out here. And what's the point of that? Because now we're taking all of this control, right? From the first gun round of our CT side. So then as T's, they sit back here and they wonder to themselves, dude, like, are these guys going to push us this round? Like, what's going on, right? So that's why also, like, if we can utilize our smoke to aggressively take space, it's going to condition our opponents to be fearful of us.
Question.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The flash is always weird for me.
Yeah.
Do you flash directly in front of you? It goes too deep and you flash. Do you flash all the way above the wall? All the way above, or where do you flash?
If I was to self flash in this moment, I would either, I'm going to show you a cool way to throw nades. I don't know if, do you know that there's like infinite distances you can throw with right and left clicking? There's not just like, yeah. In betweens. Yeah. And you can like manipulate how far it goes with that. I would hold down right click and then briefly tap my left click just a little bit to arc a flash up here. And the point is it's going behind us too. And I'm going to swing close to this wall so that they don't know if I'm swinging before it, after it, or when it happens. You know what I mean? Also,
that very much,
yeah. Because also that's how we're going to break open smokes, by the way, too. And I'll show you a good way, because I don't know if I'm going to see you break open a smoke this game, but a lot of players that are low and even level 10s are not doing it right. My teammates weren't doing it right for the longest time. But yeah. Or if you're farther back, you could just throw a flash over top and try to run. But yeah, and obviously asking for a flash from our team is always better. But these flashes aren't going to be good because they're landing back here. It gets these guys, right? Like, so in general, like, it's not gonna be good because people who are holding these power positions are just gonna be able to turn. And it's the concept I want you to remind yourself when you're playing is like, don't throw flashes at your opponents, throw flashes at where they're gonna be looking.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
I didn't really think about that before, but yeah, that
yep.
makes sense.
Yeah, team flash, that's good. Okay. Definitely see, like, also, like, because it bounces around so much too, it gives it away, so it tells them. So like this could also be optimized from this guy. Who are you kid with, or you say you're solo? Yellow. Okay, yeah.
We usually play same sides.
This wait, sorry, this guy. Yeah. Stan. Okay, got you. Yeah, so like even for him here, like honestly, like if you wanted to like tell him this kind of stuff too, it's like this is fine in a pug, by the way. Like this is fine just doing this, but if you want to play it better and get more kills and stuff, just having it land through the air without banking off of anything is absolutely massive. That's how you get like the highlight reels where everyone's blind because like they literally had no clue it was coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I love this aggression. I think also one thing that he can do better with you is like, dude, he's in this position, he's flashing, right? Honestly, like he should just be coming with you. By the way, if you guys are
But we
doing
were
this and you're
talking about
peeking,
this in general when we were looking
yeah,
at another Inferno demo
mm-hmm,
where I was mainly playing entry on banana,
yeah,
and I would go to aggro at first. Like they would throw a bad molly, and I'd run up through it, and he like would still be on barrels,
yeah,
but
exactly.
just wouldn't be
Yep.
good trading.
Yeah, and then I want you to get smart with your util. Like this type of
Wasn't even
stuff.
good.
Yeah,
Wasn't even a
it's
good
awful.
smoke.
To be honest, yeah, 100%. Ooh, okay. Little thing here. I'm an opper, right? Like you know that. So this would actually frustrate me a little bit if I was this guy. You could do this so much better. So he goes for this pick, misses, does whatever. Yeah, whiffs. He's going to repeak, and you can see this. This is why you have to get good at reading people's body language. I don't mind that you peek here, right? But
Yeah.
when you're peeking, you're never trying to stop here. This is like a moment where I need you to ultra wide swing. Ultra wide swing this because you're just going to be getting in the way of the guy that's already trying to post on this, right? So he keeps whiffing, he keeps doing his thing. He goes here, and I guess it didn't really matter, but like in
If you were standing
theory,
all the way in the back, that was
yeah,
in theory.
yeah, 100%. If I ever see this as a rifler, I'm just like, especially in a pug, bro, get freaking loose and just like swing so wide.
If I have an upper on the same side as me, I mean, I usually try to play around him like to
Mhm.
refragger if he doesn't miss or if he misses something like that. Because I feel
Yep.
like most people don't expect the secondary swing. But
Yeah. Yep. Gotcha. Hey, we got the op now, so let's see. We're actually the same people, just backwards now. And then
I
is
mean, I
this guy
usually
low?
up, but I've been slowly going hybrid or more off it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, in CS2, that bro,
I,
like that's way better.
in CS:GO, I was fine with it, but
Yeah.
it's a different game.
I mean, dude, even the guys like I'm always playing Face It, and even the guys that are oppers and their main teams, they are literally rifling in pugs because it's just there's times where opping just absolutely sucks.
Would that be a good smoke right there? Because we know there's B main players and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
so yeah, that's actually great. This is how you should be using it. It's like your teammates like, oh, dude, like they're or they ever throw this lurk smoke. By the way, so lurk smoke at any sort of pressure where they've already crossed this threshold or could cross it, then it's great because what are we doing too? That they throw their smoke, we wait 1 second, and then we throw ours. Our smoke outlasts theirs just a little bit, so we won that smoke battle because now we blocked them, right? Versus like if we throw that first and then they throw their smoke 6 7 seconds after, they won that smoke battle because they could still use use theirs. But yeah, this is a great example of how to use it. The only thing here that you need to do better, we got to get you flowing and good enough where you don't have to come out here and look and do this, because what's going to happen is people are going to boost or they're going to spam, and you're not even in a position to be running out here to punish them or like see that boost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like say someone jump spotted at this exact moment, because some people are stupid enough to just jump through here or something. Like you would have had no clue that even happened. No
Yeah.
opportunity to kill him, 100%. Okay. Oh, there you go. See? And then you eventually do get set up, and it's perfect. He actually was dumb enough to jump spot it. And then here, just a little tip too. Since your teammate is right here, like as an opper, I would just be posting on that same like area you got that first kill above here. And then if someone does run through the smoke, they're gonna be gray screened. It's gonna be hard. You just adjust real quick and then kill them that way, right? Because like they're already running through a smoke. It's gonna be really hard. They're probably gonna go after your teammate anyways, and it just gives me a better place to like, I guess like put my scope at, put my crosshair at. And then I was working with Nifty recently. I assume you know who Nifty is. Nifty, old CS player.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, one thing he kept telling me is like, get active. Like, get yourself active. So, like, right here, I like that you're kind of repositioning, but you're kind of getting a little antsy just because like there's been so much time worried about maybe flanking stuff. But like, we get
For later in this half,
Mhm.
they do like all they just start is just going back forth, back forth.
Ah,
back, forth,
gotcha.
back, forth.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it doesn't happen now, so there's no reason for me to be acting like this, but it does.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, dude, but get that kill and then reposition to another angle, like you kind of were right here, and do these things. Like we keep shooting and doing little micro repositions, because it's gonna make you so unpredictable, and help you out so much. And then maximize your angles, by the way, too. This is such a power position. You are good enough. I think you should half this angle, like move yourself even further into the wall and maybe crouch a little bit to maximize this angle, so that when he peeks you, it's just a sliver, right? And like in this situation, it doesn't matter at all. But as we keep pushing you higher and higher and higher, I don't want you to just get like your head ripped off or like, have more of your body exposed than you need to. And obviously like don't play like a pixel angle all the time. You know what I mean? Like obviously not like that, but yeah, definitely maximize as much as you can. Okay. Oh
Get
yeah,
back here.
yeah. It's
Of course.
awkward. So
Look
awkward.
away.
Yeah. Well, one thing I think we need to do better too in the beginning here. I don't mind that. Well, actually, wait. What's our pathing? Sorry, I'm just gonna analyze this a little bit. We kind of get blocked and spawn. We're jumping around a little bit. We're bumping a few walls. What I'm trying to say here is like we're not necessarily getting here like as fast as we can. What is gonna happen, and I've actually been punished by this, is someone's gonna come out here and run to the right side of water and start walking, and we have no clue that
Yep.
he's gonna be here because we're so late, and just because of the nature of like the angle that you're playing. Sorry, I'm tripping here. And also just because like we double scope on that, right? Like we have no clue what's going on this side. Also in pugs, I've punished people by that, and this is a cool play you can implement. If I have like a Mac 10 or Tech 9, I'll actually get a smoke as well. I'll come in middle and throw the smoke as fast as I can so it bounces here and lands like this. The mid player gets smoked off. He might spam it and stuff, but the whole point is I'm instantly running and dropping through window down here. And because like it's so unpredictable in pugs and so unexpected, a lot of times the mid players aren't calming that, and people here just aren't understanding what they're hearing. And I'll get the freest kills on the opera that posts on that. It's like one of my go-to plays when I have a Tech 9. Maybe I'm having a bad game or something, and I need to try to like find an opening. Also with your homie too, on B, because you're not going to smoke B main anymore as much. Once a game, like literally once a game, I need you guys doing either this boost or this boost.
Yeah, yeah, we've been working on boosts slowly.
Awesome.
But
Yep. Yep. And like I'll just reiterate it again. The thing that's gonna suck is, dude, you're gonna get the worst advice ever at your elo, at your like where you're at. You're gonna try telling people like, yo, bro, please don't smoke B main for me, right? Like you're playing a game, and they're gonna smoke B main and be like, bro, like that's the best smoke I can throw. Like of course. So you know, some people just are gonna be really stubborn and they're not gonna understand that that smoke is inherently bad off the rip. So don't try to like argue with them. Don't try to like.
yeah,
They just don't understand. And yeah, we actually had double smoke it there.
double bad.
Yeah, double bad.
Luckily they were there, but
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
one.
Oh,
Either
and
player, but
also like a common question like people ask me is like, well, you know, like isn't that smoke good? Because if they're rushing it, like they're gonna get blocked, and that is totally true. And that, like you will block them. The much better thing, and what you'll see actually at a high level, is they will use util early, but it's a molly. They're gonna molly right here, so it spreads to the left side and makes them have to run all the way around here. And then here's the thing. It's like, okay, well, coach, they could just like put it out, right? And it's always like, well, that's fine if they're rushing
is
this.
our PCU still down?
What's that? Yeah, yeah,
Is our
yeah.
PCU still down too?
Yeah, if they rush and even if they put out the smoke, this guy that's going E-box, if he doesn't hear this, he is just deaf. Like you should hear 4 or 5 guys running through B main here. You know what I mean? So it's really good. And then playing like that also allows you to free yourself up to use your smoke more defensively.
If you don't hear.
Yeah. Yeah. That sucks because he's such low HP and like we had him cornered. That is a little unfortunate for us. Yeah, that does suck a little bit. It, I mean,
I mean, whiff rounds is something
yeah,
that can happen all the time. Like,
yeah, I don't want you to overthink that. That does just kind of suck.
when I have bad rounds, I don't.
Yeah.
Like like bad rounds will happen. So
Yep.
the game goes.
Nice, good shot. And again, bro, that's huge because smoke, they're all gonna congregate behind it. That's huge damage. And do you know how much damage we're trying to do with our nades on CT side, by the way? Our target?
30, 20, 30.
No,
I
so
think
so
down.
I learned this actually from a coach I had that was as a military guy too, very smart guy. He told me, and it changed the way I saw everything. You're trying to do 10 damage with the nades on CT side because if this guy goes down to 90 health,
Oh,
now
it's one tap.
now the guys with M4s have an AK essentially. So
I didn't think about that.
yeah, 10, and obviously like if we're breaking up a smoke or something, like that's not the point. We're not trying to damage them, right? But if we're trying to do damage with our nade, it's like our threshold, if it was good or bad, is like 10 damage. 10 damage.
It does go downhill because this half goes 5-7. So
I got you.
let's see what happens.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is T-sided, so 5-7's still good for us, but definitely in a situation like this, I don't know what happens here. We have bomb down. One of us dies, being a little too aggressive. We even have a guy in a good position here, but unfortunately has an auto shotty. Yeah, and then
One thing about my stats
Yeah.
I noticed as well that even with me and my duo,
Uh-huh.
T side is kind of where it goes downhill. Like we consistently
Gotcha,
have
okay.
good CT sides like
Yeah.
on every map.
Hmm. You're like you're in a rough spot because your teammates kind of sold a little bit. We have the information. I'm not gonna go back again. I don't know if we saw that there was 2 in canals. I know we know at least one is here, right? No, actually, we know there's two because they both just got kills in canals. This is where you've got to make a plan and you've got to really be certain with yourself, even if what you're doing is not necessarily the greatest thing. Be 100% certain with it, because when we start like kind of like, putting ourselves in these spots where we're not necessarily scoped up or we're kind of just like drifting back and forth here, it's gonna breed uncertainty and it's going to make it so that eventually when we do take the fight, we're on the back foot. This
Did I
fine.
not spot that they had bomb there or something? I don't know what happened.
I don't know
Maybe I didn't see
because
bomb.
someone. I mean, because like bomb's been down the entire time. Like at some point, even if you didn't. By the way, like you definitely should know it's down if nobody's coming, if nothing's happening. Because right here, when he gets that kill, you should see it on radar anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even if this guy was no calming, doing whatever, playing off radar is really really important, and you do because you rotate here. So yeah, you got to get yourself in a more forward, better position here. But ultimately, your teammates end up trolling the biggest thing, which does suck. Everyone's just peeking for no reason.
Yeah, I don't want to blame them.
Right, right. Of course, because we can definitely play much better here.
Sometimes you gotta.
Yep. Yep. Well, and that's the thing. And in Team CS, it's really what's taught me. And like, pugs are frustrating. It can be hard sometimes. But like in Team CS, it's like, okay, somebody fucked up. Somebody messed up. Are we going to complain about it? Or are you going to now try harder to fix what they did so that the problem is like, it's gone now? And then, yeah, that does suck though. Cause like you ended up going to the same exact position that we were already in. Right. These rounds are always hard because the T's could be anywhere once they reset and stuff. That's where I like to patrol though, and maybe it would have been troll because two operators. Oh my god, two operators already died here.
I didn't realize that. Holy shit.
Oh my god, man. But yeah, I mean, in hindsight, like that round was really weird. Based on the info we had, we should have rotated in B. This guy peeks, dies. The other guy peeks and dies to the other guy. So we know both of them were canals. That's where maybe you got to get proactive and then take this B main space and get yourself like either posted or do something. Also, like finding a rifle in that situation would have been huge because having an op in that situation is really hard when you're facing opponents that are lurking everywhere and there's multiple places open.
I'm still not gotten over just like how I feel clutching with an op and go versus
yeah, right.
Like that was just a different feeling.
Yep. Yeah, but I'd say putting yourself in this position constantly, by the way, in the early and mid rounds is not it, because also I like maybe we have all the info that they're through mid or something, but like even if they come back and stuff like or a lurker or there's miscomms or something, like you're just like exposing yourself to too many angles here. Come here and jiggle like this if you're gonna do it, and then spot this every once in a while. Do that. You know what I mean? Like even something like this, you can optimize way better.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Let me come through here. I mean, at this point, like, we're kind of just trying to do damage at this point, obviously. Okay, yeah, this is huge. And even though we lose that, that's always something we're looking for too when we're on pistols and stuff is can we try to get the opper and stress him out? Because, you're an opper, you know how it is. If you miss the shot, like, you're screwed for the next second. You got to sit there and just hope he doesn't kill you. Versus if a rifler misses, obviously, like, okay, 29 more bullets are coming our way. So always something I'm looking for when I have the pistol is can I find the opper and run him down? Can I find someone being greedy with it? You guys have interesting buy here. Also, for you in this situation, by the way, you made a mistake before the round started. You guys just lost the prior rounds. You know they're going to have AKs. It's the last round and a half. There's no need to get that head armor right there. You know what I mean? They're either going to have AKs, ops. Like, get yourself a kit instead or get yourself an extra flash. Or, maybe use it and maybe you'll have enough money for like M4, no nades or something. Like whatever route you want to go, it'll definitely be better for you. Yeah, and then we're kind of dumping util without any reason. Because like think about it too. Like your team already has limited util. And because we're flashing and we already talked about smoke and like mollying, now the limited util that we have is gone. So this isn't just like a Anubis thing I want you to think about. I want you to think about this like with like Inferno or Nuke, any map you're playing is like, dude, like if my team doesn't have anything, I need to be really calculate with how I'm using my nades.
Yeah.
Because like it always matters, but now it matters even more. Also, one smoke I'm going to teach you that I think will be really good for your active playstyle that you can maybe relay onto your homie is throwing an instant smoke to stairs here out of spawn. I think that would free you both up and
for CT.
Yeah, for CT. Maybe you already know one.
I don't.
Okay, awesome, dude. Because that also one thing you guys are missing on your CT side here is a canals push here, a canals push. with or even a walk. Say you're upper post here with that smoke, and he doesn't see anything running through the smoke. You get to walk through in the mid round and just get into these like crazy good positions.
Oh, I can see 166. I don't remember that.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
that.
I was
That's
feeling
great.
pretty confident going in the second half,
Yeah,
especially with that scoreline. But it
yeah.
kind of, I don't. It goes downhill. It
Alrighty, let's see. You're gonna lurk on pistol round. I'm not the biggest fan of this, but we'll see. Oh
doesn't go
wow.
good.
Wow, and you can see why. Okay, I always tell people like I love more confident plays and like things because like this is crazy. Like this is actually insane. But because they're doing something so confidently, this is about to go so well for them. And then I get like I don't know. I think lurking like this isn't the best in this round. You're kind of just a little useless. Yeah, because like even now, like your teammates are like, dude, they ran through mid, they did all this stuff, and like this guy's out here getting hounded down. These guys are feeling pressure. Like this guy took damage and he has the bomb, right? So they definitely saw bomb at some point, right? And you're still just over here walking,
Across
like,
the map, 2
yeah,
blocks away.
yeah. Like if you are gonna lurk and stuff starts going down like that, I don't need you to just hold W and run in the site, but like, dude, as soon as that info that the flank comes in, you have to act in some way. You either have to act towards B or act towards mid and make a plan. The more time you let up on this flank at this point, like the worse it's gonna be. Going that slow is fine if your teammates are getting the kills, and it's like, oh, okay, like my flank can be super slow now, right? Because yeah, like now you're kind of just out of it. End up getting that guy's clueless there. Oh yeah, and then little micro thing. It just you just do what you do at the Mac 10 and keep moving, either back and forth, do all those things. You have a Glock, bro.
Yeah.
Like always stay active, and like even though it's just a little micro fight, I just want to reiterate this. Like I think he had a hard time tracking you until you stopped moving. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, same guy I think too. He actually kind of got you, but yeah, make his life easy as soon as you stop moving.
Okay.
So it's almost like an art, by the way, too, because like it is true. You are going to be more inaccurate when you're running around, moving, doing all these things. But it gets really fun when you get good at like conditioning yourself to that, like constantly moving back and forth here, there. Like you start to flow, and from the other team's perspective, man, it's like, oh my, it's so unbelievably annoying when someone's doing that. I mean, it even look like Donk right now. Like Donk just runs around the map and then crouches
Yeah,
and
they just crouch
sprays and
flies
moves.
backwards.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been trying to learn how to do that with my accuracy. I just don't do it right.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Well, so I'll break it down really easy for you too. Is like all you got to do is like whatever side you're peeking. If you're peeking the right side here, you're peeking. As you're peeking and taking that fight when you see somebody, you're naturally hitting that crouch button. That has to happen naturally first for this to work. Naturally, you're crouching and then moving back to the side that you swung. Always just like at first you're gonna have to tell yourself that, like crouch back to this side, crouch back to this side. But eventually, just like through the reactions of your fingers and just your brain, like it'll become so easy to do that. And it's funny because in CS:GO when we played, I remember like so many pros, so many people were like, dude, you gotta stop crouching when you're shooting. You gotta stop crouching. And it's like funny because now in CS2 it's like, that is good most of the time. As long as you're moving. Don't crouch and stand still, then it's really bad.
I don't know what that flash was.
Yeah, no, definitely. Dude, okay.
I don't know what that was.
Oh my, the funny thing is that is just like a bad random flash though, but that actually would have, these guys actually would have
It
ate
would've
that.
flashed at me.
That is hilarious. But yeah, definitely be more calculated with that. Oh, nice. Good shot. Good shot. And I like how you instantly like worry about the A. You know what I mean? Like you're very aware of that. I like that. Means are going through mid though, so we don't gotta worry about window. Good. Yeah, that's one thing though. Definitely like don't gotta worry about mid. But it's fine because like we're not gonna be perfect. You know what I mean? Like we're not always gonna be perfect, especially in pugs with like where we're pre-aiming and worried about and stuff. That's fine. Okay. That's also again, we're not throwing flash at them. I'm gonna get in the server.
Two-step flashes are really bad. I think it'll be a common theme.
I
think that was a self-diagnosed issue I've already
awesome.
been trying to
Yeah.
figure out.
For this specific spot, your improvement is gonna also be. I love throwing this for myself. We come out here with our gun. We flash off of this thing that lands right here. Dude,
Yeah,
I
didn't think about that.
love it. It's such a great flash. And I'm gonna I'll show you a molly from there too. That's my favorite molly on this map. That gets dark from the cover of E-Box. Ah, this is so sad. Yeah. Yeah, we really like the team in general. We really messed this one up. Made it harder for ourselves. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of just fell apart because of the util that we threw there. And like while your teammates did mess up the smokes, like your flash didn't help either. You know what I mean? So like you said earlier, like we're not just gonna blame our teammates. We're not gonna, because like, there's self accountability everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, we're throwing our e-box smoke. That's fine.
Is there a faster one that isn't instant? Does that make sense?
There's spawn ones. Oh, that isn't instant. There's one
Yeah.
from here that
There's
people
so many
throw.
spawns in this map.
Yeah, there's one from here. I haven't thrown in so long. I usually just throw this one for my boys. My other riflers knew every like instant spawn and stuff. I
Pretty nice.
I would say, yeah, I would say I'll try to get in the server and see if I can remember it. But there's one from here that if you want to throw it, it would be the best, to be honest. I prefer this one because it lands inside E-box. It lands like
Yeah.
kind of in
I like
here.
throwing the molly afterwards.
Yep.
when they're in stuff.
One thing that will help you out too, especially at a higher level, is get used to being on these stairs. And if you have nothing to do, like say you're just kind of chilling here and stuff, look through that window and just see if somebody's gonna nade you or something. Because that's
Yeah,
what
I'll be
people
getting hit by
should.
that.
Yeah, dude. People that are good A players are gonna throw that. And me as an opper, I'll actually take so much damage because like a common thing to do is with the op is post here, and then you just get chunked and it sucks. Let's see what goes wrong here though.
There's that purple doing the thing that I should
Oh
do.
my god.
Yeah.
So you're fighting that guy, and then this guy's just. Oh no.
So unlucky.
It's
Yeah,
unlucky,
then he starts
but
pushing up.
it's unlucky, but again, like, okay. Also, I don't know how we didn't see this from here, but like, dude, it is unlucky. But we should be reloading like and kind of looking towards danger as we're getting out of there. I can't blame you too much because like that is a crazy timing. But you I guess technically you did give it up. It's just that's a wild play. Like that's freaking that is actually insane. Also, this is bad on a positioning level because for many reasons. This guy has the Mac 10. He should be going in first anyways. He's already here. He should be going in first. You have bomb. Like, yeah. So, like, again, that's not necessarily all on you, but it does suck that this is happening. Okay. Yeah, and then that guy just destroys us. Okay, found him. Yeah. And we kind of just lose track of the A main threat. That's crazy. I don't know what's going on that round, bro.
I get starting to get frustrated here with my buys. Like I should start buying things.
Gotcha.
This round. I was already aware of that one, but
Yeah,
I was
dude.
trying to do anything.
Yeah, this is where you have to boost here. Like this, dude, you would destroy these guys because even if you don't get the kill, think about how scary it is as a CT when we've been insta smoking and they start to like do that on us. Now we're constantly paranoid. We're always just like, dude, are they gonna boost? Because again, we don't have info. We don't know what's going on behind there. So, bro,
we have been doing that boost
Yeah.
once in a while, but sometimes we just get picked off instantly. Because
Yeah.
way to do it without getting instantly.
Yeah.
whatever.
So for multiple ways, it's always going to be a risk inherently, and I'll show you after that smoke's faded actually. But essentially, it's going to be a very specific way you're peeking. But also, if that does become a problem, all you got to do early is throw a flash through one of these windows before you boost, just to get these guys a little uncomfy. Because what might be happening right now is like these guys are going through their motion, they're doing their thing, they're smoking B main, and then like maybe they've been punished in the past, so they're naturally looking up there and stuff. And you know they're not getting blinded at any point in the round. They're not really getting pressured, so that's the only thing naturally they need to look at. Also, yeah, be careful jumping. This is fine when you spam. You know, it can be okay, but definitely be careful jumping. Because obviously you're super vulnerable unless you're jumping to a wall or you know like actually like getting the cover. Yeah, getting cover as you do it. Oh wait, yeah, no, okay. This is actually really bad that you can fix. Is like think about this for a second. On the macro level, you are now the lurk. You know what I mean? Like you are the lurk, but also we have a 4v5. Or 5v4 for us. Our teammates are all working middle. Your life is so valuable here. If you go too early, and you know it's good that you got punished because now we can see what happens. But you know if you go too early, you're doing nothing for your team. Like you know unless you're selling a fake with nades and doing all this stuff, like your pressure here is so much better if you just park yourself and just wait. You're looking at the radar, like you know you're glancing at it, like okay, what are my boys doing? What pressure's going on? Do I hear anybody rotating too? That's the big thing. Like, do I hear the guy running through temple or something? You slip through here, and then you could be like, yo, boys, drop through window and come B. We have B site.
That's true. I didn't even think about that at all.
Yeah, your job in like a 5v4, especially like in a situation like this, is not to get kills or not to get that space. You're not a space taker in this moment.
Yeah, I usually tend to play lurk positions on
these
maps, but
yeah, so
I didn't even think about it like that.
When it is your time to like do that and take that risk is like when we're in a 4v5 or a 3v5, right? Like when we have to have an answer, then we have to inherently take more risk. But when we already have the round, like a 5v4, when we have mid space like that and you're in B, we are in good shape. Taking a risk is only going to benefit the other team. The only way for them to get back into the round is if, you know, people are walking at them like that. Oh, okay, good find. Good find. It's a little unfortunate because we think that we killed the mid guy, so we might be a little relaxed now. But these guys are playing crazy, and there's 2 more guys through there. Oh my, dude. See, okay, that is frustrating that this guy did this, but just I want you to understand, this guy is gonna stay at this level and be here for now, and you know that's fine. But he's gonna keep doing plays like this because he thinks just because he got kills, it's good. So feel frustrated, you know, like be mad that happened, but just understand that like this is a really bad play, really bad play.
Yeah, for sure.
So
no vision, is it blind?
Yeah.
Trying to be simple or something.
And I bring that up because like when you do a play that, you know, you get, say you get an ace, but you did something really dumb. Heck yeah, bro. Like be hyped, be excited about it, but definitely like ask yourself like, okay, was that a good play that I made, or did I just get like a crazy clip, a crazy moment, right? And then same thing here. Do you see what the smoke does? This is like them. This is like the A main version of smoking B main. Look at you.
Yeah, you just get full control of
Yeah, exactly. You walk through and sure you're blocked off now, but like now you have all the space. Once this fades, like you could do whatever you want. I don't think it's gonna. Hey, it might work like that actually. Oh, we're wild.
Shoddy, I think.
Yeah, we're wild. We run past. And another concept I want you to think about across any map, bro, anytime there's a smoke down, I don't need you to obsess over it. I don't need you to like, you know, be super hyper paranoid about it, but just keep in mind, like smoke down, 1, somebody was here to throw it, right? And then 2, there's always a risk that somebody's in it. Take you know, even like Mirage, for example, if there's a top mid smoke, a CT could walk up into it. If it's a Anubis, if there's a right side smoke here, someone could be in it. So all these things, like I want you to think about and click in your head, because this is a situation where it's like, dude, this is too good to be true. No way they just like gave us a main, right? like we're getting scammed. Like there is something fishy's going on right now. And then yeah, we just got isolate now. Good. 1 isolation. I like that you're trying to take this fight early. He's gonna pressure now. Oh my god. Yeah. This. No.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
I know what went wrong there.
Yeah. There's so much pressure in hindsight too. By the way, like like you whiff, right? Like that's fine. But in hindsight too, that's where the donk slide and stuff is gonna come in so clutch for you, because bro, you're whiffing. Who cares? Because you're naturally sliding towards cover too.